Okay, guys, we'll be adding one more to our list of upcoming swings for the next week. We'll be adding in SAVA stock. So we'll be doing a little bit of talking about this one, and then I'll point, and then we'll briefly, this is going to just be all about SAVA. Okay, if you want to see more about those other stocks that are on our list of upcoming swings for the next week, then go ahead and check out my most recent video I just posted last on building a watch list for the next upcoming swings to make sure you are focused on the right stocks and the right cryptos. You can also check out the other Banking with Billy YouTubers as well, who make videos on their stocks, letting us know what's going on, keeping us up to date with their cryptocurrencies, guys, the whole shamboozle. Okay, here on SAVA stock, we already do have Banking with Billy coaches who are in here pointing out SAVA stock. Coach Prim is already all over SAVA, letting us know that they have things up and coming. You might not want to miss out on this safe, easy early seat. SAVA has a gap to fill towards $26, and today is much more of a bullish day overall with about 4,000 advancers, and there's about 2,200 decliners. The markets can change direction, and it can also slow down the stocks that you are holding as well. For example, SAVA coming up here closer towards the after hours with its bullishness rather than just only throughout the beginning of the day is a much more stronger sign of bullishness to come into the near future, as people are already looking to buy this thing up. Why they bought towards the after hours? Because they're looking for the overnight swing type of move. And people like to load towards the after hours because they find that being a safer time, so they don't have to deal with all of the dangers and volatility that come in from the intraday and or the opening of the markets. With an average volume of 5.26 million, there is a current value now of 4.78 million and a free flow of 42.04 million on SAVA stock. And with this massive gap to fill, this is literally, as you can see, for the course of the last few days, about 4 or 5 days now, just the beginning. I like to take you to SAVA over on your Mumu investing platform, where you'll be able to see greater in detail how they have this insane gap to fill. And you can already see your RSI and MACD already starting to curve up and come in for the next rounds of the bullish divergence. Here are SAVA stock right now. SAVA shorts remaining is 511,000 shares. SAVA getting ready to come in for a short squeeze. So you got extra largest, mediums, and smalls coming in. And get this, you do now. Now it's not much here now, but you got the very small bullish wave starting to come in. Again, it's starting to come in. Now it's not in here just yet, but this is great for you, for anybody who isn't in here just yet. And they do have a gap to fill towards. I was already going to $12 with the rare resistance is at, and then looking to explode after that all the way to about $25 before the bearish waves even start to get a little bit more bigger from that point. They can instantly fill this gap up towards about $10, $12. And I'll go back and show you a little bit further on SAVA as well. We're talking about their short interest on SAVA. You'll be able to see short interest a little bit better over on your Webull platform because it's massive in short interest, bigger than it's ever been. This is a high short squeeze potential target here on SAVA. Checking out their balance sheets, you want to be up to date with their balance sheet where you can see if they got total assets outdoing total liabilities. And they do have total assets that are outdoing liabilities right now, looking very good on SAVA. And this is most recently up to date, and we are looking for the next update as well. For those of you who wonder what Cassava Sciences is, Cassava Sciences is a clinical stage biopharmaceutical company focused on neuroscience. The company's science is based on stabilizing, but not removing, a critical protein in the Alzheimer's brain. Its scientific approach for the treatment of Alzheimer's disease seeks to simultaneously suppress both neurodegeneration and neuroinflammation. It has two biopharmaceutical assets under development, the Sumi Flame and the SAVA-D. The Sumi Flame, its lead therapeutic product candidate, is an oral treatment for Alzheimer's disease dementia, and Simu Flame targets an altered form of protein called flamin in the Alzheimer's brain. It is conducting two randomized placebo-controlled phase 3 clinical trials of oral Simu Flame in patients with Alzheimer's disease dementia. SAVA DX, its lead investigational diagnosis product candidate, is a way to detect presence of Alzheimer's disease from a small sample of blood. SAVA-DX is a research use only, not safety related, exploratory biomarker. We can open up their website. You can take a quick peek at their website. You already know what we're looking for. We're looking for pipelines and or clinical trials. We'll love to see all of those, all of the above and whatnot. And you get to see on whatever you can that's going to help you uncover more. We're going to make more videos on SAVA, diving deeper. But let's go ahead and get what we can here now while we are here still. So, Flame, an investigational drug that represents an entirely new approach to treat Alzheimer's disease. So, flame is a proprietary small molecule oral drug that restores normal shape and function of the altered philamine, a scaffolding protein in the brain. Okay, and the other one they were just talking about, the SAVA DX, is a blood-based biomarker diagnostic candidate to detect Alzheimer's disease. Well, as they come up with more catalysts, what they're going to be doing is, like I wish they had, I mean, they really got no pipelines to show. So for them, it's really going to be coming out all to clinical trials. Here we're looking for their clinical trials, and when they'll be making updates on their clinical trials, let us know how those things went. And so when you look into their news, they can come out almost any time. 'Cause they just came out with some news for today, and this is what this says. Okay, this is not the best of news, but Sava, Sava investor alert: Brostein, Gluertz, and Grossman LLC announced that Cassava Scientists Incorporated investors with substantial losses have opportunity to lead a class action lawsuit. This will um this will mess up the bullishness for a while. But like the very second that they say that this case is closed, the stock will come in for an explosion. Of course, depending on how results be and whatnot, of course. But so the class definition: this lawsuit seeks to recover damages against defendants for alleged violations of the federal securities law on behalf of all persons and entities that purchased or otherwise acquired Cassava securities between February 7th and November 24th. Both dates exclusive. The class period, such investors are encouraged to join this case by visiting the firm's website. It's right there. You can find it and click that. Okay. So the case details: the complaint alleges that defendants made false misleading statements and or failed to disclose material information regarding the efficiency of Flame, Cassava's leading drug candidate for Alzheimer's disease. Specifically, the complaint alleges that defendants misled investors by expressing confidence in Flame's ability to treat Alzheimer's disease. The complaint continues to allege that on November 25th, Cassava announced that Flame failed to meet its primary and secondary endpoints in phase 3 clinical trials. And what's next? So, a class action lawsuit has already been filed, and you can go ahead and check the rest of that out if you finna partake in that. Now, yeah, like once all that gets settled and done, and this thing's already starting to pick up some bullishness because people see almost any news and then they take it as a sign of bullishness to be getting in and whatnot. So it's hoping to add to the bullish sentiment here. At the bottom, check this out. Remember, this thing just dropped from $25. That's a mean drop to come in. That's about to be getting ready to make a mean recovery. Okay, it's just it might take just a bit longer. It might take, you see that bullish divergence to be made on your weekly chart just yet, not just yet, but it's already starting to come in on your dailies, and a little more bullish days will help as this thing fights its way back up. And it could be a steady climb as well, as long as you got those big wells and extra larges that do continue to come in, like you can see them rushing in here today, like no other. And they rushing in here today like that off of this news like this. It's crazy, right? But just pointing this out to you, like I said, we'll keep this one updated as we dive deeper and deeper. I got some more updates to make before today's over with. I'll see you guys in the next one then. Happy trading.